Well, once again, you guys have been requesting me to do some more videos. And what I mean is I really only mean one person. It's not the same guy anymore. It's a different person named Gina Thames. Hopefully I said that right. And she's been requesting me to review The Green Mile over and over and over again. And I will do it right now as we speak. So The Green Mile is a movie. It's set in the 1930s. You know, it's about these guards in these prisons. And there's this one inmate, this big black dude played by Michael Clark Duncan, who has like extraordinary, I guess you could say, abilities, or I wouldn't say superpowers so much, but he has supernatural abilities. He's kind of like what I would like to think of as like a big, bulky, black Jesus. I don't mean to be biblically racist, but that's really what it is. You know, he's just like, he's kind of like Jesus in a sense. He's like a miracle worker, you know, and he's like really a nice guy. He's a soft-hearted guy, you know. And one thing about this movie, you know, if there's definitely one thing in this movie that makes it work, it is Michael Clark Duncan's performance as John Coffey. I personally loved him in this movie. He was a great actor. I was really surprised to hear that he actually died back in September. I was even watching the movie on AMC, like it usually does a whole lot back then. And I was really sad to hear that he died. And, you know, I kept watching this movie over again, and it just really breaks my heart to know that he's actually gone. So Michael Clark Duncan, you will be missed for sure. But as far as the movie goes, the movie is great storytelling. And I really like the guy who makes this movie, Frank Darabont or something like that. I think that's how you say it. If you don't know who he is, he's directed movies like The Shawshank Redemption, The Majestic, The Mist, and is one of the creators of one of the biggest TV shows right now, The Walking Dead. I freaking love that show. You know, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, you know, this guy makes some really great, powerful movies. Like, definitely, my favorite of his would probably be The Shawshank Redemption, because it's probably the most powerful of his movies. I mean, this movie's powerful, but some of its story quality, it kind of lingers in and out. Like, when, kind of like part of the story is how Paul has this, you know, urinary infection. That kind of scene kind of threw me off, especially the scene when Michael Clark Duncan grabs onto his nuts and, like, just takes away his power. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. Other than that, the movie really is powerful in a sense. I guess that's really only my big flaw with this movie, but this movie had killer performances. I love Tom Hanks, you know, I love Barry Pepper, Bill Pullman, you know, all of them. Actually, not Bill Pullman. Why did I say Bill Pullman? Bill Baxter, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. But you know what I mean. There's just so many great actors in this movie, you know. I loved all the characters, but definitely, hands down, like I said before, Michael Clark Duncan as John Coffey. He makes the movie. This movie has some very powerful scenes, which I almost cried in the scenes. Like, definitely probably the best scene in this movie is when, you know, I think it was the warden's wife or whoever, she has cancer and all that, and the guards decided to bring Coffey in and help and possibly, you know, cure her of her cancer. And that was probably the like one of the biggest scenes out of the whole movie. It shows just how great of a miracle worker John Coffey is, you know, that he's, you know, he's one of God's greatest gifts, you know, in the entire world. It really tugs on the heartstrings for that. It's a really great movie. I mean, other than the fact that that sexual situation with Paul having his urinary infection, other than that, you know, the movie is really amazing for what it is. I give this movie a 9. You know, I love this movie. This is definitely one of Frank Darabont's best movies that he's ever made. Still, Shawshank Redemption is definitely probably my favorite of his, but I personally do love this movie also. It's a fantastic movie. Definitely go check it out. I mean, yes, it is like literally 3 hours long, but honestly, I can watch this movie all day, every day, even on TV. I will just go for it. Okay, I don't even care how long this movie is. It's a great and powerful movie. I think maybe if they could have added on a little bit more to the movie, yet at the same time maybe take some of it back, the movie probably would have worked the same in a sense, but hopefully been better. I don't even know what I'm saying. Well, thanks for watching this review of The Green Mile. Be sure to let me know any of the movies that you want me to review in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and hopefully I will see you sometime this week. Bye.